What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sports but Casually. Haven't done that in a while. Actually, have not posted like a very long form content. I checked like just before I started recording this video since the 1st of January. What a better time than ever to get into some Toronto Raptors basketball on the night of the 2025 NBA Draft. The Raptors, as we all know, fell from the 7th odds to the 9th odds because somehow the Dallas Mavericks fairly and non-corruptly whatsoever won the lottery. And of course, the Spurs, being the Spurs and the most loved franchise in the NBA, moved up to the 2nd overall pick, dropping us down to 9th. So there was a lot of contention about who we would take with this 9th pick. As you guys know, whoever has been watching me for a while, I'm not a college basketball fan per se, and the NBA draft is something that I do not really follow too much. I rather just kind of wait. Like, I'll keep like tabs of who is hovering around our pick, like who we might be interested in, and kind of just wait till we draft somebody and look him up and see like how to go from there, and rely on a lot of people from like the Raptors subreddit and online and podcasts to kind of tell me like how good players are. So without further ado, with the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors selected Collin Murray-Boyles out of South Carolina. He is a forward. Pretty funny, not so funny, but kind of like funny-ish if you think about it, but also a little alarming. Kind of the cameras panned on him after it was announced that we were selecting him, and he was shaking his head and he was like, fuck. Did not look too pleased. Like, his family didn't look too pleased. I mean, I guess they were alright. Like, getting drafted is getting drafted, but like, I'm kind of reading into it a little bit. Like, it is kind of annoying that the guy you just drafted like is not super hyped. It could be worse. He could be Ace Bailey. But yeah, I'm rather not read too much into it as of right now. Rather just judge him after his year in Toronto, see how he enjoys it. A lot of people that I've seen online did not like this pick. I think they wanted the center out of Duke, whose name I cannot pronounce, so I'm not going to try. We needed a backup big. I don't think Mobo as a backup big really impressed too much, and I still do think that they're going to try to give Ulrich Chomchi some more time to develop before rolling him out in like serious minutes. But a lot of people were expecting we would take the center, either the guy from Duke or Derek Queen. We went with Collin Murray-Boyles, a forward, very physical forward. Scores a lot in the paint. A lot of his baskets come in the paint. He is a sophomore out of South Carolina. His sophomore season that just wrapped up. Almost 17 points per game. Just above 8 boards a game. 2.4 assists a game, a steal and a half, and almost a block a half per game as well. He's a very physical defender. He led the SEC in field goal percentage and effective field goal percentage. So he's tough. He's physical. He can defend. He has instincts. I wouldn't say from the draft breakdowns, not the most athletic, but he's super strong. He plays super tough. He's 6'7", 6'8", 231. But might be undersized for the 4, but unfortunately, he would kind of have to play power forward because he cannot play small forward because he is not a good shooter. Oh, he doesn't shoot, I would say. In his 2 years of college, he has a 3-point percentage of 23%. He's attempted 0.7 a game over the last 2 years. I looked it up, his totals. Let me scroll down. Shot a total of 39 threes in his career. 34 of them coming in his sophomore season. So at least, he tried. A for effort. Another forward who can defend but can't shoot. This is the 6'9" project all over again, except he is not 6'9". I don't mind a pick for a defensive guy, just because we made such a shift from being a good defensive team but a bad offensive team to a good offensive team but a bad defensive team. Well, good offensively, decent enough offensively and a bad defensive team. So I kind of like what he brings in that sense. Of course, the main thing that we will be thinking about is if he could develop his 3-point shot and if he'll be able to space the floor. Will play hard, will play tough. I can finish around the basket pretty well, but how will that translate to the pros? Being undersized, I do not know. Very good defender. So there is, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm whelmed Like, I'm not underwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. Kind of for this entire draft process. Obviously, I trust Bobby. I trust Masai to an extent. We had a good crop of rookies last season, so they get the benefit of the doubt. Now, it will just see, can he, one, bring his defensive game from college to the NBA, and two, can he develop some sort of outside shot? And if he could do those things in his rookie season, I'll be all happy. My expectation for him is not much. Will be a solid, hopefully, rotation piece. The team will be different around him now that we also have Brandon Ingram. So we have more offensive punch and shot making. Kind of like a Scottie Barnes mold-ish. He does say that he can pass, but was kind of turnover prone when he had to push the offense and create for himself. So I don't think that he is like Scottie in that aspect. No expectations for him coming into the draft and going into his rookie season. How would the team look going into the next season? I don't know. Like, a lot of reports came out today that we were shopping the 9th pick trying to get Derek White. There were reports saying that we were trying to trade RJ Barrett, which I prefer not to. I mean, if we could upgrade, obviously we should, but RJ had a really good season with us last year, and it's Canadian, so I know a lot of the Raptors fans really want him on the team. I'm not Canadian, so I don't have that like feeling for a Canadian being on the team itself, but I can understand why. If there was a Trinidadian on the Raptors, I would be like, please never trade this guy. But the obviously offseason just started. Moves probably may not be done as yet. But that does not take away from the fact that Collin Murray-Boyles is your new Toronto Raptors, taken with the 9th pick. Does not seem happy to be here, and a lot of fans aren't really happy that he's here. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he just turned 20. Maybe he was saying, fuck, because like, oh, I'm not going to fall anymore. I'm so happy. Highly doubt it, but, you know. Let me know if you guys like the pick. I doubt many of you would. A lot of people are still pissed about him. Thank you guys for watching. First time I have not uploaded a short in a while. Changed my room around. Set up my camera different. Decided to show off some of my Funko Pops. I could very well change how I film going forward. Like, that's probably always going to change until I find something that I'm comfortable with. But I thought this looked cool. Thought I'd get this video out. But let me know what you guys think.